All right, we are live. Welcome to Talk Horror to Me. Horror to Me. See if I can speak today. They nominated me to do the introductions because I've been drinking. Woohoo! I am Carly Yates, that one writer chick, and I'm the author of the Entangled series and the Time Stands Still series. And we have got Brooke Wright, who is from She Blurbs, an amazing journalist. She is doing a lot of interviews. Y'all should check her out. Absolutely. We've got Ashley Greathouse from Great House Horrors. Girl, give it up. She's got the chat. She's got Lily, and she has got pedals, and it is amazing. She is amazing. And we have got Raven Knight. Raven Knight has a plethora of new releases coming up. I'll have to have them tell you about them in just a little bit. But right now, we are going to talk about The Exorcist. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rich. We've got Rich Parada here, and I guess he's watching us. How are things? Things are amazing. And Exorcist, who wants to go first? Because this movie scared the holy bejesus shit out of me. Pardon my language, but it did.
I'll go first.
Okay, you go.
I'll go first. The movie did not scare me.
What?
Even little bitty tiny baby Ashley, when she first watched it, pretend I'm a baby.
Okay.
Not afraid of it.
Not afraid?
Not afraid of it. The only thing that my mind could think of was like, how was she during all of this? You know, like where was she mentally? Was she still there? And so it wasn't scary.
I don't know, because I think it came back that she didn't remember. Did she remember? Does anybody know that part? I was just so the movie just scared the holy shit out of me.
I was just so focused on the fact that, like, okay, I had no emotional connection to the main character, which is her, right?
I didn't either. I felt more for the priest. I didn't have any. I'm totally like that. I didn't have any pity for the. That sounds horrible, but it's true. I didn't have any pity for.
Yeah, she seemed more like an object and like more of the objective and less of a person to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it made me distance myself from the whole entire what I was being presented, and I was like, wait,
but
you know what?
Dick Smith did such an amazing job with what, you know, the time period that was and what he had to work with. He did such an amazing job with the special effects makeup. Dick Smith, got to give a shout out to him.
Oh yeah, that was the special effects were like, holy cow! You almost forgot what period you were watching when you were watching this movie. I mean, it was like the original House on Haunted Hill. It's like, wait a minute, how are you doing this during this time period with all these pretty CG effects? But you know what? I think that's what I liked about it, because as a screenwriter, I'm pulling out the screenwriter thing, y'all. Oops. And as a screenwriter, I have to say. I quote one of my favorite directors for the life of me. I can't remember his name. I think it was Steven Spielberg who said it, because it was one of the big names. It said today things are just way too pretty. Okay, so you kind of lose the story because things are just it was a pretty movie. So you ask many people, it's like it was a good movie. The effects are really good. It's like, okay, well, what did you think about the story? So I'm glad they haven't remade Exorcist, although I'm pretty sure I know why they haven't remade it. I don't blame them for not remaking it. I wouldn't want even an attempt to remake that movie. Too many freaky deaths. It's a cursed film. Let's just walk away.
They have a TV show out, though.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they do.
Where have I been?
I didn't
like it either. That was kind of like The Mist with Stephen King. It's like, can we leave that alone, please?
Leave it alone, y'all.
Leave it alone.
With this. What did you think of the movie, Brooke?
I love the movie, but it was like my second time seeing it since I was little, so I had to watch it with the lights on.
Yeah, I had to watch it after we watched it. My niece and I, we had to sleep with the lights on and with Bibles beside us. That's how much it frightened us. Because it really made you think. And Regan, is it Regan or Regan? I can't even remember the way they pronounced her name. That's it, because she's so personified the devil.
Right.
That's who you see her as during this whole thing. Like, how the world they get her head to spin around, and
Yeah, exactly.
oh.
And that voice.
Walking down the steps backwards.
Yes.
That got me. Like, I was
That
scared on that
voice.
part.
Oh, that voice. It's like, oh, how did you?
Who did the voice? Does anybody know? Because oh my god,
I can't remember.
the voice,
I
the
have it.
makeup, everything was just so phenomenal about this movie. I honestly, because it scared the shit out of me, pardon my language, but because it did, it's right up there next to Antebellum. And we all know how I feel about Antebellum.
That one is pretty. That one is pretty gnarly.
Yes.
That
Yes,
one,
I
and there's. I think I have only one more movie that scared the fire out of me besides The Exorcist, and that was because Anthony Dadgum Hopkins was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'm not talking about Hannibal. I'm talking about, what is it? The Omen, the Right. Oh my gosh! Every time I see that man in a horror movie, it's like, oh no. He was made for horror movies. Let's just put it out there.
Yes, he was.
He was made for that.
He was made for horror movies and made for composing music.
Yes, he is. I didn't even find that out until recently. Yeah, I found that out recently.
A symphony. He composed this symphony, and a conductor got an orchestra. I can't remember the name of the orchestra to play it for him so that he could hear his music. You know, like singing back to him, and it wasn't too long ago.
I just found that out.
Wow,
just found that out.
Me too, just now.
Oh wow.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of like Jeremy Renner. How could you even guess the guy could sing? It's like, seriously? I didn't know you could sing.
Yeah.
So many hidden talents. All we see them for is the blood. That's it.
Yeah, right.
But we kind of forget that these people, they're like horror icons. You know what I mean? Like when you think of horror, you think of a certain handful of people. And then to find out that they do things aside, you know, from the scary, and you're just like,
Yeah, Linda Blair is definitely associated with horror, with this movie, no matter what she does. She is the little girl from The Exorcist. She is the one whose head spun around. She is the one who threw up pea soup everywhere. Which obviously wasn't meant to be pea soup in the movie. She's the one that walked down the stairs backwards, or how was
that is the worst. That right there.
Yes.
Every single time. That right there. The Grudge didn't capture that correctly.
No, they didn't. And to think what The Grudge had compared to what The Exorcist had. The Exorcist, again, I gotta give my shout out. The Exorcist had Dick Smith. And he did just such a phenomenal job on her. That's I gotta cheers.
I'll sing it. Cheers.
Oh, I don't have any.
I have makeup spray.
That works. Cheers.
Sweet.
We'll go for it. It's Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon. And
it's Sunday morning somewhere.
It's Sunday morning somewhere, right?
Rich, I have to let you know that words are never adequate. And what else? Oh, right. I'm at a Super Bowl party, so thank you everyone who's coming.
Yeah, no, I was wondering about that the minute I saw Steve told me Super Bowl. I was like, I wonder if anybody's going to show up today, because it's like we all know where everybody's going.
They're watching the pre game and us talking about The Exorcist. Like,
I didn't even know there was a Super Bowl today.
I am so sorry. It's okay. I'm not a real big fan of the teams. I really dislike the Chiefs, but I dislike Tom Brady more. So go Chiefs.
Yeah, go Chiefs.
Yeah, I only know because the place I work at supports the Chiefs a lot.
I'm sorry.
So
Oh, someone says they can't hear us. Melissa says she can't hear anything. So hopefully this is working. I have no idea.
I can hear you guys. I mean,
well, we're part of the show. Of course,
That's
we're
right.
gonna.
Part of the show, so we can hear each other.
Rich, can you hear
know.
us?
This
Oh,
is for us. I mean,
right, totally.
we're totally up. We have no script today. No script.
Oh man.
Woo!
No, make
No
me want to go on there and listen to see if I can hear anything.
Okay, go
Brooke
in and see if you can hear
fire.
anything.
Brooke's investigating.
Does
Does anyone know sign language?
No,
No.
I know no sign language other than, babe, please, can I have another?
Or pass the salt.
Yes.
I don't even have paper. Oh no, I've lost an earbud. What's happening to
Should
the
I break out the
show?
whiskey?
Come here, it's like come.
Should I break out the whiskey?
Come in.
No, we're not breaking out the whiskey. No.
I'll bring out the whiskey.
I just have the hard strawberry lemonade. Woo!
Oh, you know what? I can break out the Cubans. Break out a Cuban mojito.
Ooh.
You got work after this.
Yeah, it's only like 5% alcohol.
You think alcohol and you're done.
That's true.
And
I am.
We're sitting here 12 minutes in and we're already done with The Exorcist because we love it. Except for Ashley.
Yeah. Well, no, I like it. I do like it. I just wasn't scared of it. But also, I think at the time, whenever I first watched it, I was, I don't know, not in that mindset that other possibilities like demons could actually be a thing. I was always told that it wasn't real.
Okay, so it didn't scare you at all.
No, demons being real, but like possessing people like that.
Right.
I was on a different spectrum of a belief system. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It did kind of get during the movie, it's like, okay, come on, now we're just pulling out the cheese. I mean, come on. Just like
And crackers. Government cheese and crackers.
yeah, definitely. It was like, can we just call John Constantine at this point and get this over with? I mean, somebody call Keanu Reeves.
Yes,
Hey, he's
call
awesome.
him.
Oh, I love
I'm
him.
on my fourth. My fourth is coming. Woohoo!
So I have a
Which one? Are you talking like Matrix or John Wick? Because I need John.
All of
I need
them.
John. I need
Both.
John Wick. I need
Both.
them back. Yeah, please.
Let's call him John Wick.
At the same, yes, all of them.
God, I'm gonna get like Keanu drunk. It's like, oh, need it.
I
No.
would love to. Well, that's one person that I would love to sit down and have a drink or 12 with.
Yes, he is a hoot. He is a hoot. And the funny thing is, if you say something stupid, he's just gonna flat out say, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
How's
Robert
the
Downey Jr.
investigating going? Brooke, how's the investigating going? Can you hear us?
I can hear us. I don't know.
Okay. I'm sorry, Melissa. Can you read my lips? I'm sorry, Melissa.
I can
Sorry.
I can read lips. Now I can read lips.
Oh no, I think mine would be difficult because I don't have any feeling on this side, so that part of my lip doesn't move. So I wonder what I'm actually saying to people that lip read. They're like, what?
They might think you need medical attention.
Right? And they're like, no one else is reacting.
Woo-hoo!
Somebody call the Exorcist. I can't understand what Ashley's saying.
So I have a question. How do you feel the Exorcist influenced later on movies that use the exorcism aspect or the demon possession aspect?
Oh God, it's like copy paste at this point.
It is.
Do you think all of them are copy paste?
A lot of them are at this point. Demon possession in and of itself needs to go away a little bit.
We did. There was was it a movie or a series that we did that had the little boy? It turned out that he was possessed. I can't remember the name of it, but it turned out he was possessed. And when you think that they're doing these horrible things to him, they're just trying to exorcise the demons from him. And come the end, I saw a lot of The Exorcist in it. But it was a really good movie, and I was rooting for him even when he was a bad guy.
Are you talking about Eli?
Yes, Eli.
Oh yeah, Eli is. Oh, that was a good movie. I enjoyed that.
Yes.
I think one that I could possibly say that didn't quite fit the demon thing was number one. Yes, I'm going to say it again. The Right, but of course it's Anthony Hopkins. The guy is not going to do a copy paste movie. Let's just put it that way. He does not. Another one I think that did the demon possession a little bit different was the it's a movie probably not well known, but it's like The Possession of Matthew something or Matt something, and it's where he actually doesn't start as a demon possessed character. He investigates different kinds of demonic like necromancy and different kinds of demonic summonings, that he winds up getting possessed by a demon instead of starting out as a possessed character, which I thought was pretty good. But my absolute favorite, it's not really demonic possession, but my absolute favorite that does have sort of the demonic possession without being actually weird is The Diary of Jane Doe. That movie,
I have not seen it.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. She is literally that right there probably did the demonic witch thing much more different than anything I've ever seen, ever to this day I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'd say
where is it? Does anybody know? Is it available anywhere?
Is it still on Netflix? Because it was on Netflix when I watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like the newer movies
the
are real.
Autopsy of Jane Doe, not Diary.
Autopsy of Jane Doe. Okay.
But I feel like newer movies they're recognizing that copy paste, and newer movies are trying to get away from it. A lot of them fail, but then a lot of them are actually really good. Like I like that movie, The Autopsy of Jane Doe. It was eerie.
It was eerie. Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. So I want to watch it now.
That's one I would recommend to anyone who's looking for a new horror movie.
I think the closest to like trying to redo the Exorcist would be The Exorcist of Emily Rose.
I haven't seen the beginning of it. I want to watch it, the whole thing.
I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna check that one out.
Copy paste?
No, I think it's as close to like if you were to take many of the same aspects, and then like if you were to try to redo the Exorcist but in a newer setting, and then put like it is based on true story, which I'm sure there probably is some factual stuff behind it,
right?
But, like I remember that one seemed to basically just be like taking the techniques, updating them, and still having like a little bit more of like a connection with the girl.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah, humanized her rather than making her into an
object. Okay. So that'll work. That'll be one to watch. And anything else that you feel like The Exorcist has really inspired?
What about the taking of Deborah Logan? That one was all right. I don't know if she was.
I turned that one off. I'm not gonna lie. I turned that one off.
Yeah, like she was. I don't know. Like I don't think she was possessed, but I think she was just had. What do you call it when old people get that old disease when they forget stuff?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, she had that. One of those two. She had that, and then it just went from that to like some kind of demon. I don't know. It was weird.
I didn't really. I'm sorry. I turned that one off after the first 10 minutes. So it's like I was like, okay, I'm done.
Wow.
You didn't make it to the end. Like
I couldn't. I tried twice. And I was like, no.
Poor movie. Got the boot. I want something that's going to scare the shit out of me the way The Exorcist did. So
those are few and far between because they're
Yes.
kind of shifting to the gore aspect
Yeah, I
rather
don't-
than the story aspect.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, he's typing something and it's so distracting.
There's a movie that I remember that like the ending of it was one that I just did not see coming. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, I know I dove back into, this has nothing to do with The Exorcist, but I dove back into, because my favorite trope in horror is the well done creature feature. Like, I'm done with haunted houses for now. I'm done with demonic possession. I'm done with witches for now. I really want, I'm kind of, needing something different because my favorite was always the creature feature. So I'm watching one right now. It's called Jinn. And while it is incredibly cheesy, because it's obviously a mid to low range budget movie, it is actually very fantastic to me because it's a completely different take on the supernatural.
Okay.
So it's one that you have to appreciate for its B-ratedness. But I actually am appreciating it because I think it's very interesting. It's a different concept, let's put it that way. Not that the actors are executing it fantastically well, but the concept itself is pretty good.
See, I started that movie and I turned it off because the actors just like killed it for me.
Oh yeah, the actor's murder. I definitely have had to go away from the act. Yeah, it's like I cannot watch the acting.
I think it might have been the last exorcism that I was thinking of.
Oh yeah,
sorry?
the last exorcism.
Okay.
The poster apparently got controversied to death.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah, there's also a part 2 of it. So these were released in 2010 and 2013.
Okay. Okay. I might be able to find that. We could definitely work on that. What is next week? On Hulu? Awesome.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
What do we have next week, Brooke?
That is, let me look. Okay. That is 4 elements of a horror story.
4 elements of a horror story.
She's digging into the horror toolbox. That's nothing you want to go into. Pandora's box is right there. She's
gonna
reaching
open it.
Pandora's box. Yep, it's gonna open.
We can handle that.
I think we may have a horror author come on to talk with us, but I'm trying to get them on here.
Horror authors.
I guess you're not included.
Yeah, right. I'm hurt. I'm wounded. It's like,
Both of you are.
Yeah, great house of horrors, and we've got. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We can always bring in a guest and have some fun. Have our fun with them. I mean, discuss things with them.
Actually, we won't be here next week.
oh, that's right.
You won't be here next week.
Oh, yeah.
Lovey-dovey day.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be at a Super Bowl party next week, so I'll be nice and sober.
Oh, so there's only one? That sucks.
There's only one what?
She says there's only one. That sucks.
I'm
just trying to fit in.
Something else.
You're just fine. Well, we can't all be screaming football fans. I'll admit, I will confess. I'm like, catch the ball, you idiot.
It's actually dangerous to be within 3 feet of her, so you have to social distance around her when it's when she's watching football or hockey.
Hockey. I've got a confession. Hockey. I did not know anything about it, and I was watching a game, and it was like 2 minutes in the third period, and we were down. The one team was down by 1, and I said, "Oh, they've got another quarter."
See, I don't know what he's talking about as far as hockey goes. That's more me and basketball and.
You and any sports you care about. It could be medieval sports. You're dangerous to be around. I nearly lost an eye one time.
That's true. That's true. God! I can't help it. I used to play basketball. I played basketball for like 10 years, and
And you used to play hockey.
I've never played. I have never played. My biggest one is hockey. I love it because of the violence.
Yes, the fight. Can we just cheer on the fights? It's just it's like who's gonna fight today?
Find a place and watch some rugby.
Ooh,
That'd work.
water polo. It's even worse than water polo. My cousin used to play water polo and had black eyes all the time.
Anything that requires like physical exertion from me, I'm just like, no, thank you.
I'm kind of the same. This is the biggest physical exertion I'm going to do.
This might be mine at the moment. Assassin's Creed Valhalla just came out, so it's like boom, 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 boom.
Therapeutic homicide. Woo!
Yep, homicide, massacre, genocide. It's real bad because my daughter's in the room. She's like, kill him.
You're the most peaceful person in that game. You're doing, like, around and stuff.
I assassinate people. He actually just goes in axes swinging. I'm like, nope, I gotta have the assassins part of it.
Yeah, I murdered them. I murdered the village. That's what
he murders and you assassinate.
I assassinate.
What a pair.
I started with game one. I started with game one when you actually had to assassinate people. So it's like I have to stay with it. It has to feel like Assassin's Creed to me, not Skyrim.
Now I still like Fable, but things never work out for me. I just have bad luck. Could have something to do with all the murder.
Fable, I wish they would, the first time that they released it, I wish they would have released the whole game because I rented it from Blockbuster and stayed up all night and beat it.
That's
like,
true.
One night.
That's true. He's that kind
of
beast.
Then I went through and married everyone and bought their houses.
I never played Fable. I just got into Skyrim. I just started Skyrim this year because it was one of my goals. It's like I have to try Skyrim. But then Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out and I was like, nope.
Now you have to look up all the memes about it though. If you've just started playing it, please look up the memes about Skyrim. You will love every second of it.
I enjoy a good meme. I enjoy a good meme, ma'am. I do.
It's so accurate. Just all the NPCs just like walking into everything.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everything.
Literally.
Skyrim.
They do.
I love Skyrim.
The graphics are so funny, but you will actually see one underneath the floor. Their head will be poking out, and it's like, what is wrong with this? It's like Bloodborne all over again. Well, there's an entire circle floating, and it's like
that's because of how they built the game engine. They kind of just took the old one, updated it a little bit, and kept going with it. And Fallout, when you get on a train, you're actually just standing on top of someone who has a giant train hat that runs at super speed. It's not a train; it's a person with a hat.
Brooke and Carly are like, what?
Yeah,
sorry.
Video
I love games.
Can't help it. When we get okay. Especially when The Witcher. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's the only game I know how to play.
And that
I know how to watch The Witcher.
She actually doesn't let me play Witcher.
I don't let him play Witcher.
The last time she walked away, she came back to me fist fighting the griffin, and I was beating it.
The way he just starts fist fighting everything you're not supposed to fist fight. And then there's Roach. Roach will appear and just knock through the houses, on top of the houses, in the trees, upside down. It's like, the Roach mechanic has so many memes. It's like, I called you an hour ago, and it was like.
Next thing you know, Roach is gonna be like staring at you through like some water drain gutter, be like, "We all ride down here."
It is like we all ride down here. No, it's like I've had it land on me. I've had Roach land on me.
Didn't it kill you?
It killed me. It killed me. I was like, "Are you serious right now? My horse just killed me."
Man.
We are sitting. Okay, it's about that time, y'all. So Let's
Do you
see.
want to do your announcement, Raven?
Oh, right. Thank you. Let's see what my brain's been. Okay, so short story long. I am holding a, yes, I did that on purpose. I am holding a virtual book tour for the lovely graphic, wherever it is on that side or the side. Yeah, these two. Come March. So we will have Brooke on there. We'll have Carly on there. We'll have that crazy Helena Bonham Carter chick on there. So what happens? I got tons of stuff, y'all. Carly, I got your books. Ashley, I got yours. Brooke, you're on my schedule. And I think you're sending some swag too for the radio show. So there are tons of stuff, guys. I've got mugs. I've got stickers. I've got signed copies. I've got arcs. I've got so many things. And it's celebrating 3 book releases. So it's going to be happening on YouTube from March 15th to the 26th. And I'm going to be talking with some amazing authors. And I certainly hope you'll join me on YouTube. I think, Brooke, I gave you the links, didn't I? Did I give you that, or do you want them again? Or I'll give them again so you guys can have a chance to enter all this and win all this great stuff, because come the 26th, we're going to have a trivia night where I will spend literally 2 hours just talking to the amazing Anna Multicat. She is the author of Behind Blue Eyes, a cyberpunk story that I cannot wait to see the sequel to. So she'll be there with us talking, and every hour, like every 30 minutes or so, we're going to be stopping and having some trivia, and you guys can win some cool stuff. So, I mean, I've got some stuff, guys. I've got some stuff, including these gorgeous posters behind me, ready for homes. So I hope you guys will come and see.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait.
I'm excited too.
Oh,
I'm excited
and
too.
it's coming. It's coming quicker than you think.
It's coming.
Excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Advance. Yay! No, you don't want the drunk chick doing the outro.
Ooh, I got this. Aliens.
Bye.
I had to do it.
Mm-mm.
Bye.
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 Bye.